name's Nikki Young. I'm a third year nursing student from Kingston University, St George's University of London. So I'm at the moment the co-president of the first nursing society at Kingston University, and we've had the opportunity to work alongside visiting professors, faculty staff members and artist residents to organise an event for International Nurses Day.
It came about really through a group of us at the university thinking how we would like to discuss nursing issues with the public and also to celebrate the good things that nurses do. And we thought that International Nurses Day was a really good opportunity to do that.
Obviously we're a teaching institution, and this is an opportunity to showcase art, culture and entertainment in a way that we wouldn't normally do.
So I'm hoping to get as many people as we can here today together to raise the profile of nursing and showcase talents that nurses have that perhaps wouldn't necessarily be associated with nursing per se.
The event today is called Nursing's Got Talent. We've also got the exhibition Art of Caring, which was set up by Auburn Lowe and Harvey Wells.
The Art of Caring is an exhibition that's being held in conjunction with Auburn, who's our artist in residence in Kingston University, to actually celebrate caring, to celebrate nursing. We invited people to submit their works of art, really, anything connected to the act of caring.
It's been a fantastic exhibition. We've had 252 artworks submitted from 133 artists from all around the world. It's been a really heartwarming experience to see how people have responded to the theme of care and caring.
And the first act then is Salvage, who is our writer in residence. So she's a celebrity within the nursing world, and she's going to be talking about her reflections on Florence Nightingale and a little bit about the history of nursing.
I would really like nurses to feel valued and to enjoy the celebration. I mean, above all, I think we want it to be fun, and we also want it to be thought-provoking. We're more than just the old stereotypes of nursing, and that we really have lots of talent in all sorts of different and often unexpected ways.
And then we have Chris Hart and Harvey Wells, their mental health simulation. So there's going to be some students and some role players that are going to be simulating mental health patient scenarios.
It's called From Crisis to Drama, and it's an improvisational piece. It's an idea that grew from actual teaching practice in the university. We've worked with students for a long time in what's called mental health simulations. So they work with actors, trying to work through exactly what sorts of techniques and interventions and a mode of being as a student that helps the person in their process of recovery.
And then we as students are just playing ourselves, student nurses, and how we would respond in certain situations with different questions, different techniques, just to try it out without it being a real situation.
So they managed to control minds of all these people on the polling day. So they were going to vote Labour or Lib Dem, and they got to the polling day and they just voted Tory. And that's how and nobody saw it coming. Okay. So, but you know what the really worrying thing is now, I think, and this does really scare me, I think David Cameron is one of them in this worldwide conspiracy, and that scares me. But what can I do?
Well, you can speak to me.
Well, with all due respect, you can't do an awful lot, can you? I mean,
I can try.
I really need to speak to the Queen. I think she should know.
We are going to have a play which is a children's story written by Teresa Nash, who's one of our lecturers, and it's going to be narrated by Eli Anderson, who's a renowned storyteller, and acted by a 15-year-old actress called Fudge, who is going to act out this children's story. And after that, there will be some poetry by Kevin Acott, who's one of our lecturers in mental health as well.
I heard myself volunteering to do some poetry when this event was being discussed a couple of months ago. And it was so far in advance that actually I thought, that's fine, yeah, I'll do that. I'm regretting it slightly. So, yeah, it is my own poetry. So I'm doing 8, I think. One or two are about health, one or two are based on some work we did at Guy's at King's College.
This one is called After Doing Far Too Much Marking, and this is particularly for the mental health students here. My objective was to facilitate his empowerment, so I engaged him in a collaborative, non-judgmental, one-to-one, evidence-based, person-centred interaction, ensuring he wasn't fragilised and celebrating diversity as I did so. His feedback was positive, and as I reflected on his responses using Gibbs and John's model, whilst actively listening and employing a solution-focused, client-centred approach, I concluded I was really glad I'd stroked my cat.
And then we're going to be finishing with Alban Lowe, who's our artist in residence, and the jazz band, and they're going to be doing their performance called Art Jazzed Up.
I'll be on stage with a 4-piece band, some of the best jazz musicians in London, and I'll be listening to their music, and they'll be looking at me as I draw on stage. It's always developing, the imagery is always developing, the music evolves as I draw on the canvases. Amazing. The music sounded so good, and just where, you know, it's where all the magic happened. It slowly came together, and then so I worked on all the canvases first of all, and then there's 2 big circles with like eyes, and then there was an eye within an eye. It just worked really well.
It was better than expected, actually, yeah. I don't think I was really aware of an audience reaction. I was just trying to keep my what there was in my calm, really.
They seemed quite appreciative in that they laughed at all the right moments, which is always worrying beforehand. No, they seemed to get what I was saying, which is very gratifying.
I enjoyed all of them. They all had something different to offer, but I think what really, for me, was the mental health simulated scene, where the students were actually being nurses, mental health nurses. That was very touching, yeah.
I think the mental health simulation by Chris Hart got such a great response that that just seemed to blow everyone away. So that was a really great performance.
The crisis to drama, which I thought was absolutely breathtaking.
We'd all been really worried about whether or not we could get the play right. It was quite complex. It was improvised, and seeing it come together so well with the actors performing so brilliantly, that was the highlight, obviously. But I think Kevin's poetry was also fascinating and really entertaining.
I think it's been a fantastic performance, absolutely fantastic. I am overjoyed. My adrenaline was running high pretty much all the time, but actually it was so polished, yeah. I mean, considering we are amateurs, but they've done a great job, yeah.
It was a great success. I was really pleased. I think all the performances were really well received, and I think collectively we formed a narrative arc around the theme of caring, around the theme of nursing, so it's great.
Yeah, we'll do it again, yeah, definitely.
Have already been approached already.
Been approached for next year, so we would do it again. I think it would only go from strength to strength. So
To be a really good nurse, you need to be that rounded kind of person, and that art and music and poetry can all help you they can sustain you and they can help you to do a better job.
With these things you just don't know, and we didn't know when we started the project, but yeah, it was just, it came together so well, working as a team, and it was just brilliant.